Ah, yes, the OGL, the thing that has all of the Dungeons and Dragons community rioting for the last week, and honestly with, good cause. And boy, oh boy, did I choose a great time to start this whole YouTube thing and focusing on Dungeons and Dragons, which is why I wanted to join this discussion about whether or not this is it for Dungeons and Dragons, but more importantly, is this it for you in Dungeons and Dragons? Because, yeah, most content creators within their right mind will leave this game because they are no longer certain that they can keep making content without losing and getting a financial hit because of it. But what about the average player? Because for me, I'm new to this. I'm not even entirely used to the old OGL yet. Every homebrew that I made, and I made a ton of homebrew. I have like over 50 subclasses that I've already written, some of which are good and I'm proud of, some of which are hot garbage that will never see the light of day, not even, be read by my players. And I have over 20 more that I wanted to make. And I'm not going to do that now, obviously. I cannot bring myself to publish 5e material knowing that I might pay the price for it, even if I'm just handing it out for free. And so if I ever make homebrew, it's probably not going to be for 5e. However, for all of you players out there who don't publish homebrew, who don't really use all that much of third-party material, who are not entirely sure what the fuss is about, I'm not going to go into explaining why the new OGL is bad for creators. If you want to know that and you're not yet aware of it, there are plenty of other channels who do a fantastic job of describing it, like Nerd Immersion, like D&D Shorts, and plenty of others who do an amazing job of informing the D&D community about what's going on. For those of you who don't feel like this affects you all that much because you're not really creating all that much or use created content that's not, published by wizards, I wanted to explain, first of all, why this is bad for you, but also talk about what you should do. Because, first of all, in the long run, why this is bad for you is because the new changes that were supposed to be entered to the OGL would essentially hurt so many third-party creators that a lot of them would no longer be able to publish, meaning there would be no contest for Wizards of the Coast. And I'm not talking about financial contest because, let's be real, this is a massive company against a few independent creators. No, I'm talking about creative contest, about people who make good materials that in turn pushes wizards to make better material so that they can still stay relevant in the community, show that what they're doing is still good, and continue pushing those small creators in turn to do better themselves. And if that contest stagnates, that means that the content doesn't get better for you as well, even if you are only buying official material. Now, as for what you should do, well, obviously, I can tell you what to do, and I don't have the right to. But, first of all, I wanted to tell all of you that if you're not ready to leave D&D, if you still feel like buying books, if you still want to continue supporting wizards, you're okay. And I know that a lot of people will not agree with me, saying that if you continue supporting Wizard, you're opposing the creators and you're doing bad for your community. And I can understand why they would say that, and maybe they're right. But after putting so much time and effort and money into Dungeons and Dragons, I understand why you wouldn't want to leave it. And I don't think you should be blamed for doing that. That being said, if you do feel like supporting those creators that you follow, you should keep an eye out, see what sort of other games they're moving to, and maybe give them a try yourselves. If you like them, great. You now have a new outlet for your creativity, a new way to enjoy tabletop together with your friends, and a new way to still continue and support the creators you like. And if you don't like them, well, you've had a new experience, and maybe you'll still be able to take something from it and enhance your D&D games. Either way, whatever you choose to do, and whether you give a shit about what I just said or about me in general, I want to thank you for playing tabletop RPGs, because I truly think that the world would be a better place if more people were playing and helping others play and having a good time with their friends. See you next time.